Of all British ceramics, those made by Wedgwood are probably the most recognisable. Wedgwood's blue and white jasperware, designed to look like ancient cameo glass, is particularly distinctive. You might have some at home, you might have spotted some in a charity shop, or you might at some point come across a piece in a car boot sale. It is obvious to anyone looking at his ceramics that Josiah Wedgwood had excellent skills, but I'm more interested in the fact that his success was due to more than that. Apparently, he was keenly interested in science and took an experimental approach to pottery, constantly trying out different types of it and new glazes too. A quick look on Wikipedia tells me that by the age of 9, Josiah, who survived a childhood bout of smallpox, was proving himself to be a skilled potter, serving already as an apprentice, but smallpox left him with a permanently weakened knee, which made him unable to work the foot pedal of a potter's wheel. Still, he didn't give up. He was a persistent young man concentrating from an early age on designing pottery and then making it. By the way, Wedgwood, classed as the inventor of modern marketing, is credited specifically for bringing us direct mail, money-back guarantees, traveling salesmen, self-service, free delivery and illustrated catalogues. Those things I can take, but could he really have been the father of the buy one get one free craze of recent years? There is encouragement for all innovators out there because, in spite of many unsuccessful experiments to his name, it is clear that innovation lay at the root of Wedgwood's commercial success. So what about you? Are you an innovator at heart? Does your company or business venture have a culture that encourages calculated risk-taking? I hadn't thought of Jesus as an innovator, but from the very beginning he used creativity to help those that needed him. He turned water into wine. He helped the blind man to see. He even multiplied the 2 fishes and 5 loaves of bread and fed at least 5,000 people. How handy it would be if Jesus was a street pastor on Saturday nights, handing out flip-flops to young women struggling with their high heels and just never running out. When everything is done the same old way, innovators get frustrated. In a world of change, the ability to innovate and take risks is crucial to survival. And Jesus was not afraid of risk or innovation. He didn't exhibit the controlling behavior that is associated with rigid ideological movements, but instead, his innovative mind caused him to see opportunities that his disciples would too often overlook. Jesus broke centuries of racist and gender segregation, for example, by walking into the heart of Samaria and speaking to a Samaritan woman, asking her for some water to drink. But perhaps the riskiest thing Jesus ever did was to turn his mission over to the feeble hands of his disciples and subsequent followers. Clearly, Jesus Christ merits a place among the great risk-takers and innovators of history. So, if innovation gives you the advantage, if innovation sets you apart from your competitors, if innovation allows you to identify opportunities and develop the products that create value for you and your customers, if innovation helps you do better, then inspiring a spirit of innovation within your organization, your community, or within your church is something to be encouraged.
Visit our website, gravityfm.net. Local radio for local people.
On Gravity FM.